casted one time before during the combine. My keyboard. Okay, I fixed my keyboard. As everybody's joining in, perfect.
Oh yeah, I just told him to join. Throwing you into the fire and the flames.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Alright, it's all up to you now.
Perfect. So this is gonna go in orange team's corner. Eraser just beats out Chosen One to the ball. As Rook gets a shot from midfield, throwing the game up with a bang.
Rook
Chosen
coming in. Yeah, Rook coming in, firing right off a kickoff with a beautiful pass from Chosen. Able to open things off. Yeah.
Feels back, man. It's okay. Mechanical mistakes happen in any league. Can't really avoid them. Just gotta move on. Ball lobs up to the ceiling as Chosen One, no, Rook again dunks Eraser. Vandy now shooting us above crossbar, matched by Brick. He's gonna follow it up off the wall, but he's hit up by Vandy. Rook now with 50 boost up the wall, getting a shot. Clear it out. And Tikon now demoed by Chosen One as Vandy hits it back up to the corner. Dunked by Brick. Looking for Eraser. Couldn't match it. Eraser might turn here, but he's beaten to the ball by Vandy. His Brick hits it back up the wall, and it's centered by Rook, but no one's there as Tikon gets an easy clear. Tikon again. Maybe trying to get a center, but Eraser just couldn't get it. He got demoed. Chosen One now taking his time, passing it over to Rook. Hits it back out by Brick, and Tikon passes back to Brick, and Brick, what a team play!
Ooh, look at that team play coming in from Brick and Tikon. Just destroying Toon Squad's offense coming into the early game here. Just a minute in, and it's already tied.
That was an excellent team play. Moving on now. Eraser hitting it back over to Chosen One. Hits it off ceiling. Going to follow it up, but looking for the center. But Rook can't get there in time. It's Brick now trying to hit it off the wall, but leaves it for Tikon, who passes it to Eraser. Almost scores, just hits the post. Dunked by Rook. Recentered by Tikon. No one's there though. Vandy's gonna pick up the boost and go for a clear. Hits it over to Rook, who gets nice hit downfield, looking back for Vandy, who dunks Brick for it. Tikon pinching it up high. Doesn't have a lot of boost to match it though. So he's just gonna leave it for Vandy, who clears it, but he's dunked again by Brick. Eraser could get a shot here, but he's matched by two blue team players. Tikon shooting it a little high. Vandy bumps Rook off the butt. He's still got control and boost. Unfortunately, Eraser beats him to it. Pass it over to Tikon. Just hits crossbar.
Rook just able to be there in time, able to pick up that save, keeping the score level.
Chosen One now. Going for the pinch. Gets by Eraser. Chosen One can take his time here. He has a lot of space. Tikon beats him to it. Dunk by Vandy. Brick now taking his time in the corner. Hits it in the air for Eraser. Clears it. 1 to B right now. Chosen One with a nice clear downfield. Chosen One looking for Rook in the middle. Hit out by Brick. Eraser now. Demoed by Vandy. Chosen One goes up. Gets it clear, but Tikon intercepts it. And that's an open net.
The defense there from Pure Talent just wasn't able to get back in time. Chosen One tries to get a solid clearance here, but Tikon able to knock it back, and I think Rook pushed up a little bit too early there, and just not realizing Vandy was back in time, leaving Toon Squad's defense wide open for that shot. Pure Talent now leads 2-1.
Yeah, Rook and Chosen, they're just overlapping themselves a little bit, but it's something that good communication can't fix. Eraser.
Now that's a little bit more of a difficult shot for Eraser to take there. Nice way to read it, but putting it right there, giving the goalie no time to make a save. Eraser bringing up Pure Talent 3-1.
Good timing and a good pass. As you see, Rook hitting it off the corner to mid, but again, no one's there to follow it up. It seems like they're just kind of hanging back in defense a little too much, and but a couple goals down with only 2 minutes left, they really got to work on playing two-man offense from now to the end of the game and the end of the series.
I'd like to remind everyone, Pure Talent is undefeated at 10-0, And Pure Talent coming out of the gates in game number 1. Just
Toon Squad's undefeated.
yeah, I said Toon Squad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Pure Talent's 8-2. Yeah. But yeah, Pure Talent putting on a good showing here, coming off very aggressively. And Toon Squad just been really slow lately. Just Pure Talent just being able to get the fast rotations. Their offense is on point right now. And Toon Squad just really needs to get something going coming into game number 2 as we reach the 1-minute warning.
I have to say that Pure Talent has been on a pretty good win streak as they've won their last 6 games without dropping... They won their last 6 series without dropping a single game, which is pretty impressive.
That is actually, yeah, it is impressive, but going against Toon Squad, who has yet to lose a game.
Yeah.
I mean, probably losing games in the series, but like...
I feel like people counted Pure Talent out a little bit, but you have to admit that they're on a solid win streak.
Yeah, Pure Talent winning, you said 6 games in the past,
6 games in a row.
6 games in a row, yeah.
They started the season a little slow, but they're really picking up speed as of late.
Yeah, I think this makes them a really good contender for first place, but oh, Rook able to make that save. Has reached into the last 15 seconds of game number 1.
Premium Brick now. Clear from Vandy. Eraser controls it. Flicks it over Rook. Still has the ball. Looking for the center for T-Con, who can get his second of the game. Eraser. Field. And Rook will get the clear, and that's game 1. Or is it game 1? Wait. Wait for it.
No, still up.
Still in the air.
Still up.
Still in the air. Looking for one more goal. Looking to pad some stats a little bit. And
oh no!
Almost. And that's game 1.
Yeah, Pure Talent just able to come off firing on all cylinders. Game number 1, and Toon Squad was just sitting on defense the entire time. If you look at the shots, 2 shots coming out of Toon Squad, but 9 shots from Pure Talent, and a third of them's going into the back of the net right there.
And that's one thing. Pure Talent do get slightly more shots per game than Toon Squad do. And they seem to be more of an offensive team than Toon Squad. Toon Squad seems to be more well-rounded, more rotation, more defense. Pure Talent do give up more goals, but I feel like Toon Squad just didn't provide enough pressure to make Pure Talent make these mistakes.
Yeah, if Toon Squad just able to have a better defensive pressure and then having a great counterattack presence, they would have a better game coming into game number 1. But game number 2 really is where it's at. If Pure Talent is able to hold on their great momentum coming into this, but hopefully Toon Squad can be able to force a game number 3. And we have Ditto Zero back. Hopefully. Is he back?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
All right, he is back. All right, Ditto, you're up.
100%.
You're up for comment color. Jamie up first. And the other teams aren't joining yet. I'll tell them to join. All right, Jamie, play-by-play, Ditto, color, up to you guys.
All right, perfect. No, Ditto, you missed an interesting game last.
I was listening, my guy. I was there for a little bit of it. I wasn't able to watch, but definitely there to listen.
All right,
and
perfect.
it seemed like it was a close one. It seemed pretty good.
Yeah, we're seeing. Oh, never mind. Brick going to get back in time, misses the bump on Rook, but Eraser's there to make a clear. Downfield for T-Con, almost gets an insane redirect. Chosen One now, a little bit of space.
Chosen One's sitting back a little bit, making sure he's there for the defensive plays. But what a good shot.
Beautiful read from T-Con. Nice rotation here.
Fantastic pass off the wall.
You notice that there's always 2 players. One player going for the pass, one player shooting, and then one player backing up. Pure Talent are maintaining a nice constant pressure, and this is a lot of what we're seeing from the last game.
And a solid kickoff to start off.
Rook now back up the wall high. T-Con misses it. Chosen One can get a shot here into the open net.
Eraser left 4:30. It's less than a minute, so if they don't call it, the game still plays, but they have to call rematch. All right. I guess they say keep going.
All right. Fair
Well,
play,
considering
fair play.
they just scored as quickly as they did, unless you know, Rook wasn't playing because Eraser wasn't there, which is, you know, fair enough. But
Well, no, the thing is that if the team ahead in the first minute loses a player, they can call a rematch.
I like to say this is a nice, this is good vision from Vandy to realize that the ball is still in a good position off the post, and instead of turning off ball cam and rotating, he turns around, grabs boost, and goes straight for the ball, knowing that he can put it in the net. It's just great awareness from him.
Eraser with a great pass there.
The thing is, is that if Pure Talent called it within that first minute, they could have reset. Because they were, it's the team that's ahead.
What a read from Rook off the side. Looks like it's outside the box even. We're very close to it. Rook now getting the dunk and the angle. Seems like Toon Squad have really picked up the pace, and they kind of woke up a little bit. Rook now popping in the air. A miss from T-Con and Vandy, but Chosen One gets the ball. Gonna hit it off the wall, looking for a center. Cleared by Eraser.
Pass.
Rook going for the shot just wide off the upper 90.
Demos left and right.
Rook off the ceiling with a pre-jump. It's still intercepted by T-Con. Hit out from Brick. Eraser, it's a tough angle for him, so he's gonna rotate, and Rook gets a long shot. Can it go in? Yes, it does. Rook from far.
On that one, it really just looks like you had too many people in one place at one time. You know what I mean? It didn't look like the Eraser had a chance to even rotate back quick enough. You know, Rook pops it out.
That pass from Brick off the corner was a nice idea, knowing that it was not going to go in. Just try to keep pressure, send it over to Eraser, but I think he just hit it wrong, and Eraser wasn't really ready for that angle of the bounce. But I mean, there is still time, but you really got to pick up the pressure and play more like game one, and get the ball in their half more.
A whole lot of pressure on you.
And Rook is on fire right now. Rook with what I believe is a hat trick, 3 goals, 3 shots, and he already has an assist. Already scoring 4 points per game with 3 minutes left. He's on fire. T-Con. Kick off win. Back in the mid. Eraser booming it to the corner. Is going to go for a follow-up, but it's hit in the middle by Chosen One. Brick with the interception. It's open net. Eraser almost gets the redirect, the doink. Hit to the side by Chosen One. Chosen One now. A lot of time.
Looking for that pass.
Vandy. Gonna follow it again here. Trying to get the tap. It's cleared up from Brick, but it's going to get picked up again by Rook. T-Con now. Ping pong back and forth.
As well.
Chosen One looking for the double tap. Almost gets the angle. And Vandy hits it middle again for Rook, going for this 4th. Eraser now in the open counterattack. Can he get there? No, he can't. It's cleared by Chosen One. Goes around both Brick and T-Con. T-Con turns around. Going for the air dribble, loses it, and Brick, unlucky, bumps into T-Con. Eraser now the boomer, but it's cleared by Vandy. Vandy again with another dunk. Gonna be midfield for himself.
What a
Beautiful
great
Doomsday
shot.
dish.
See, the best thing about that is it was also a fantastic pass. If Vandy had missed in any way, Rook was right there for it.
And Toon Squad seem to really come alive here, and they're really in their element. You see them really starting to pick up speed here. Chosen One, nice kickoff, falling for himself, but cleared by T-Con over the midfield.
Going for that pinch off the wall.
Brick now, off the side. Brick off the corner. Chosen
Really
One to
enjoying that corner.
Vandy, who hits it backwards. Rook, middle long shot. T-Con just misses it, and Rook has his 4th of the game.
And again, this team is all about security. You see Vandy turning left right there, ready to bump Brick just in case he was going to get there quick enough.
It's good team communication, and I feel like defensively, Brick, T-Con, and Eraser just seem to be out of place. It seems like a lot of their goals are just from open nets. and without an orange team player on second post. And all this can be fixed if they rotate a little more defensively.
And a rough double commit there. You know, I feel like T-Con might have had that clear, and Brick didn't really trust him for that.
Cherry Blossom, this is minor league, so I believe this goes up to, was it C2 and C3.
Yeah. And Majors is all grand champs, is that correct?
Yeah, Majors, GC plus.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Toon Squad have Rook, Cougar, and Bandy, whose MMRs are 1421, 1398, and 1378. That's their starter, but they're actually playing Chosen instead of Cougar, who's 1361.
Bandy goes for the cheeky play, trying to fake him out and get a pinch off the ground. What a beautiful shot it would have been.
Eraser, T-Con, and Brick, pure talent. I believe that they're the only team in minors to have three champ threes and in their starting lineup. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the only team to have 3 champ 3 starters.
T-Con trying to get that nice shot on goal. Rook's always there. And what a game it was.
Toon Squad ties it up in glorious fashion. Really just setting the pace for game 2. And if you ignore the goals, I mean, the stats seem pretty close. It's 8 shots to 12. I mean, it's not that bad. But
winning by that much, you're really putting that intimidation factor in there. You know,
exactly.
You're throwing it at them like, we just wrecked you guys. So try to beat this next game.
They had the same amount of saves. Shots were pretty close, but the big difference here are these open nets that they really got to watch out for.
It was that rotation.
And just rotate a little more defensively, try and get back in time, and avoid these open nets.
And like you were saying, Toon Squad's communication was just on point.
Yeah. It seems like an obvious thing, but if you can avoid double commits as much as possible, it's
Trust
great.
your team.
And spread out on the field. Eraser hitting it mid as Brick goes up the wall, looking to pre-jump it, but Chosen One gets a shot that's saved by T-Con. Brick still on the wall.
Dangerous save. You had that double commit, just like you were talking about right before we started. Right off the game.
Yeah. Premium Brick did realize it and eventually turned around, but it's got to be quicker. Chosen One clearing. T-Con is there. I don't think he would have been there game 2. I think that they're starting to maybe it's a little early to call, but I think they're starting to point that out.
But you see, T-Con took his time with that save, and
yeah,
and he waited. He knew they weren't coming for it.
A lot of Toon Squad's goals are from pretty far away, and they're usually not available for a follow-up. So as long as you can get a body in the net to save the ball, I think that Pure Talent still have this. Vandy, it's an up. Nice save from T-Con into the corner. Might want to pick up the boost and then keep following it. Off the wall now. Nice dribble play for T-Con. Just saved by Vandy, and Eraser follows him in the net. Could be a counter, but Chosen One beans the flick. Premium Brick over to middle. Awkward touch by Rook as Chosen One gets demoed. Cleared by Vandy.
T-Con again, making sure he's rotating back to make sure they don't make the same mistakes as last game. I think he's really seeing how they won the last game.
I agree. Chosen One midfield, but no one's there for the follow-up.
Oh,
nice demo.
Bandy
and
is all about those demos.
Rook now looking for a center off the corner, but Vandy's already there. As Eraser gets a clear. Chosen One's back in time though.
Good hit.
Chosen One midfield.
There he is again. T-Con with the save.
T-Con seems to be the committed third here, the designated third. And having a 14-15 third in this league is usually a pretty good tactic. Rook centers, cleared to the corner by Eraser.
Good follow through by Eraser. Rotating his car, hitting it downfield.
In terms of defense, the ball is being cleared at a much quicker pace than game 2. But
you're not seeing all orange side, which is wonderful. Having a good back and forth volley is always nice.
Yeah, but at the same time, it seems like Toon Squad are just getting it out just a little bit quicker. Except for this instance, of course, but Vandy eventually gets it out. Looking for the Doomsday Dish again. That's an awkward clear off the ceiling, but Chosen One is still there in time. Gonna go recover and maybe grab some boost. Go to the ceiling. Nice clear.
Just back and
Smash
forth off
back
that
midfield
ceiling.
to Brick.
That was a great
Great.
50 by T-Con.
Nice hit from Vandy, but T-Con recovers it, gets a nice dribble.
Gets
Read by
bumped by
Rook.
Rook.
Rook now. Another wild shot. Catches Eraser off guard.
Bad plays.
And it seems like there's a big cluster here between Vandy, Rook, Brick, and T-Con. It just seemed like a big mess, and Rook came out on top.
And I think with that one, T-Con might have needed to rotate back. I think
Yeah.
Brick was pushing up to take care of it.
I don't think Eraser knew what was happening. And
He
by
was
the time he
definitely in
did, it was
bad
too late.
position.
T-Con midfield for Eraser. Would have had space, but he's hit up by Chosen One, and there's an open net. Rook almost gets it. T-Con. Read by Vandy, goes up the ceiling, can't get it in time. This Brick with another tap. Gets it over to the side, but Vandy's going to recover it. This could get controlled by T-Con, who hits
Vandy's
it over
doing a
Rook.
great job keeping the ball downfield.
T-Con midfield, but no one's there.
Rook's got time.
Rook bumped off by Eraser and gets another touch. Vandy might be looking to center this. T-Con off the ceiling, bounce down for Eraser, who gets a nice redirect. And that's going to hit over to the right side by Rook, centered again by Brick. Eraser gets there just in time. Keep it alive, and T-Con matches Vandy again. And Eraser back down to T-Con. This is nice offensive pressure. That's what we're looking for here. Rook gets a good clear, bumps T-Con off the ball, but Eraser gets back in time. Chosen One with the center is cleared by Brick. It's coming open net, but Rook is there. Off the wall, looking to follow up his own shot. Vandy coming in with the insane redirect, just missing. Brick with a clear over to T-Con. Intercepted by Vandy. And Brick with the nice hand. This could be the last goal they needed. And Rook.
Now the ball's still in the air, and when you have high-ranked players like these, it's always worth. Nah, never mind. It doesn't look like they're even going to give him a shot. Toon Squad for the win.
Rook is easily my MVP for this series.
I'd have to say the same. Rook just seemed to keep constant pressure on that ball all the time. Vandy there for the passes, Chosen rotating back for those saves. But I got to say, T-Con in Game 3 really had those rotations down. Getting 3 saves seemed like much more than that, but fantastic plays.
Toon Squad really